Hi there, Eric Simpson here from the Personal Trainer Career, where I work with personal trainers who are looking at specialising in becoming weight loss coach and trainers. I'm going to speak about how to pre-qualify your clients and get them ready to pay you before you ever have them sitting down in front of you doing a face-to-face consultation. How good would that be? To have somebody walk into your facility or for you to go to their house and them already predisposed to wanting to pay you money, because ideally that's where you want to be. But let's just first of all examine the sort of situation that you might have found yourself in the past and what thousands of trainers find themselves in on a daily, weekly basis in terms of failing to pre-qualify clients. You offer some sort of freebie PT session, client comes into your facility or you go to their house, you do a free session, you take them walking or you work them on the treadmill, the bike, a few weights, a bit of kettlebell training, a bit of corrective exercises, maybe some stretches. And then you get onto the question of, okay, how can we work further? And you get to that question, which is, how much is it going to cost? And how many times have you heard this, possibly in the past, let me think about it? And I know when I first started out as a personal trainer, I used to get that, not a lot, because I quickly learned there had to be a better way than being in that position where it's quite embarrassing for the client and for you, where, and a bit frustrating as well, where people are saying, let me think about it and get back to you. That's not really where you want to be, because you only need several of those to happen, especially early on in your career, before you become a little bit demoralised about the whole thing and feel as though, well, it's never going to work for you. So that's typically what happens with most trainers. I'm now going to speak about how you can get over that and only have people sat in front of you that are serious about buying your services. So let's start off with your marketing materials to begin with. So the first place I would start with is, I'm going to assume you've got a website. So on your website, when they arrive at that website, it needs to be really customer focused. If you've got any imagery at all, any before and after types of images, then those are the things you want to have displayed on your homepage. Not pictures of you on your bike doing some triathlon or pumping weights or all that kind of stuff, because frankly, people don't really care. It sounds a bit awful to say, but they don't really care about you or me in terms of who we are at that moment in time. They're really concerned about themselves. So your website should really be client focused. And ideally, you're going to have some sort of freebie gift on there that people can quickly download, be that a report, it could be a video, it could be something like that, something that they can quickly absorb that you think they would find useful and beneficial. And what is that doing? Well, on a psychological level, it's giving them the opportunity to get to know, like and trust you. They're either reading your report or seeing you on video and working out whether or not they think they can work with you. So that's the first step. So you've got the website where you're client focused, you've got some sort of freebie gift that they can take and use and absorb and find out whether they like you and trust you. Once you've gone beyond that, the next step then really is when they contact you to have yourself prepared some sort of script where you can establish a little bit more about them in terms of what they're currently doing, what their goals are, and then you need to move on to explaining, roughly just outline how you work as a coach and trainer, so you give them an idea in terms of what you'd expect them to do in terms of number of sessions, how your program basically works, and this should all be sort of written out so it's quite easy for you to articulate. And then you give them some sort of idea of what your pricing structure is like. And at that point, if they like what they're hearing in terms of the program and your pricing structure, and they agree to all of that, it's at that point that you then invite them for a face-to-face consultation. And if you follow those simple steps, then you're going to find the person sat in front of you is far more predisposed to purchasing than someone that just meets you in the gym randomly or just on the back of a phone call. They just happen to stumble across your website, thought they'd give you a call. They've not really had the chance to build up any sort of relationship with you or got to have known you at all. So if you follow those simple steps, you're going to find that when you do sit down with clients, they are far more predisposed to wanting to buy because they've pre-qualified themselves, and you'll find that your conversion during the consultation phase will be far higher. As ever, if you have any questions at all about anything I've just spoken about, or you've got additional questions you'd like answering, then please feel free to contact me either via email or Facebook, whichever method you normally communicate with me by, and I'll be happy to put together a video just like the one you're watching now. So until the next one, take care and bye for now.